Now, what the heck is going on with Bitcoin? Well, so we've talked about how you have a chart of Bitcoin. We closed below this line. Did you confirm? And the answer is no. I talked about it, in fact, last Friday. We talked about, listen, guys, you haven't confirmed, so the bias is still to the upside. That's exactly what price has done. Saturday, Sunday, and today, Monday, we've gone up. Now, we do have resistance coming up right here at double top. That is going to be around 73,800. So again, that will be a level to watch on this chart, 73,800. We've gotten very close, but we haven't fully tagged it. The other thing I want to show you guys is, as a technician, we have to be flexible in terms of where our charts are, where our trend lines are drawn.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoinzilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoinzilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoinzilla. Subscribe now. In this video, Gareth will share his insights on how did Bitcoin manage to reach a new all-time high of $71,000 before the halving? What's next for Bitcoin after reaching an all-time high? Is it inevitable that Bitcoin will reach 100K in 2024? Will the next top be in 2025, and could it be higher than 500K? Let's join Gareth in this interview about these topics and more.
I want to show you a new trend line that actually is even more impressive. So what we do is take a look. I'm taking this high here, and I'm going to connect it to this dip low exactly to that low. If I extend that trend line out, look at the line I get, right? So again, here we have another trend line, right, where we essentially go right to the lows, and it gives us more credence as to why we hit this area and we have bounced. So just to reiterate, Bitcoin is still holding the major zone of support. I would say all of this in here is zone of support. As long as that holds, the bias remains upside with resistance at 73,800 right up there. If you break 73,000, then you have upside. There's basically open air. It's breaking through the ceiling. You have open air potentially to 77 to 80,000 on Bitcoin. If it comes down and breaks this zone and confirms, now you're in trouble. Now Bitcoin would be in trouble. But again, just watch this zone. Above this zone, bullish. Below this zone, with confirmation, bearish. Remember that confirmation, guys. It's a game changer. Again, unbelievable game changer.
As Bitcoin, BTC, enters the second week of April, it does so in true bull market fashion, crossing the $70,000 threshold. With Wall Street's opening on the horizon, the momentum seems strong, raising hopes for more gains. Here are 5 crucial points to watch in the Bitcoin world this week. Bitcoin's price has made a notable comeback, quickly recovering from its previous lows. The jump to $72,000 highlights the market's resilience and strength. Despite the positive mood, volatility is still a concern, particularly with the Bitcoin halving event just 10 days away. Miners are preparing for this event, which will cut block rewards by 50% and may alter network fundamentals. U.S. macroeconomic figures, including the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and Producer Price Index, PPI, for March, will shed light on inflation trends. The Federal Reserve's stance on interest rate cuts and inflation control continues to influence market sentiment. Post-halving, Bitcoin mining costs are expected to double, raising questions about the profitability of mining activities. While measures are being taken to lessen potential effects, the network's hash rate and difficulty levels remain strong. Bitcoin's long-term holders, LTAs, are selling more at current price levels, sparking debates about market dynamics. However, past trends suggest that this selling pressure may not significantly alter the market's overall direction.
All right, let's quickly go to Ethereum's chart real quick. Ethereum was kind of going sideways for some of the weekend, then yesterday started to pop up. Look at where Ethereum has gone into. So first of all, we have this long-term trend line. This is a great trend line, right? It even goes back further, but right here to right here, right through this zone, here and here. So again, you have to know your levels. It's above a level is bullish, below a level is bearish. It's really that simple in that respect, assuming you use confirmation. Now, we've confirmed to the upside, so we know this is confirmed support. If it confirms to the downside, now it becomes confirmed resistance, and price likely goes down. Where are we right now? Ethereum is at short-term resistance right here. You can see a little top here, 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 and then we're right into that level. If Ethereum can break through this level, you do have the potential to go back to that 4,000 or just above 4,000 double top. Same thing, guys. I would maintain a neutral to positive bias as long as you stay above this trend line without confirming below. If you confirm below, then honestly, I think you're going back to 2,700 on Ethereum.
Inflation worries are back as U.S. Federal Reserve Governor Michelle Bowman stresses the potential need for future rate increases to tackle ongoing inflation. Despite markets leaning towards rate cuts, Bowman's comments highlight a careful approach to monetary policy changes.
Looking at gold, guys, gold again is into my level. So you remember I talked about this major level on gold. So let's take a look. If we go to our monthly chart, which is what we're on, and we zoom out, take a look what line we have and where it comes from. And I called this, I think about 2 weeks ago, we talked and I said, guys, your first level of resistance on gold, and you guys know I'm a huge gold bull, right? But I'm still an honest player in that, this is resistance. So I actually am looking to potentially short gold today. I've talked to my commodities. I have a commodities service now, commodities and miners. We're looking at some key levels. I've already posted up some key potential opportunities here. But basically what we see here on the chart is we have this line from 1980 to this line right here to this line is where we're hitting now. You should get some sort of pullback. And when I say should, what does that mean? It means probabilities, right? So the probabilities now favor a little bit of a check back. For me as a swing trader, that's perfect for a potential short. If you're a longer-term investor, you don't even care about that, in my opinion. You're just like, listen, I'm looking 5 years out, 3 years out, whatever. It's going to go higher, and I agree with you on that. But again, a little check back on this chart, maybe back to these highs right here, that might be possible in this scenario. So again, keep an eye on that, but I do think we're into resistance. Remember, it's probabilities. So probabilities of a pullback, about 70% chance here. That still leaves 30% chance that it could just blow right through and keep going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny, right?
Famous trader Peter Brandt has started a conversation with gold supporter Peter Schiff, asking him to look at the bigger picture when comparing gold and Bitcoin in light of recent market changes.
Okay, next up, silver, guys. Remember, silver confirmed, a breakout last week. It was an inverse head and shoulder breakout. So if we look here real quick, what we can see again is that inverse head and shoulders. Here's your shoulder, head, and shoulder. And then basically, if you calculate it out, the first target is that $30 level. Now listen, is silver short-term extended like gold? Yes. It might want to retrace to the scene of the crime. That's where I would be a buyer. Now that it's confirmed to the upside, this now becomes confirmed support right around 25.50 to 26. Currently trading at 27.66. So watch for that opportunity, but I still think eventually silver's at $30 and probably eventually much, much higher. Let's look at oil here real quick. Oil was down overnight. This was actually pretty remarkable. Oil, again, Friday, we had a rollover late in the day. It started sharply lower. This is the 10-minute chart, so I'm giving you kind of play-by-play in the overnight. We dipped lower, it came up, and now we've recovered, and essentially we're back to where we were at the end of Friday, right around 86, 80, 87. So again, it's recovered. The question is, can it take out this short-term high or not, right up here around 87.50 to 88? But right now, you would say this is now into resistance on an intraday basis with this sideways chop right in that range. If we look at the daily chart, remember, it did confirm above those key lines, right? So if you look at the downsloping trend line here, and you have to respect it, like it is what it is, right? So here we have this downsloping trend line right there from the highs going back to 2022 through this high, and we have now confirmed, which means a pullback to about 83 is now major support on oil.
If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.